Very good morning, guys. Welcome to lovely, sunny London and Heathrow Airport. I'm going to catch up with you all just in a second. Let's just get this incoming British Airways Boeing 777. Oh, how are you all doing today? Good to see you all here in the stream. Can I just get an audio check? Is everyone here? Everything okay? A very good morning to Dwayne, Tina, good to see you here. Louise, obviously great to see you here as always. Anthony, Amanda Jones, good to see you all here this morning. Welcome to a very, very warm London Heathrow. It's only going to get hotter today. We're looking at temperatures around 30 degrees Celsius, so there is going to be a bit of heat haze, but really looking forward to showing you with some operations on 27 right arrivals and 27 left departures. Very good morning to all of you. Hope you're all doing well. Next arrival is this Virgin Atlantic A350 1000 from LAX. Nearly 10 hours of flight. Beautiful banking shot. Buddy Kiwi saying, I'll be on that one in 6 weeks. That's amazing. Whereabouts are you heading to? Let us know. Oh, Anthony else is showing. I assume you're not a Hull City fan then. Oh, maybe next year. Thanks for the call outs, Dwayne. That's fantastic. Really, really helpful. Just helps everyone know where all of these beautiful planes are coming in from. A lot of these big ones coming from over the Atlantic from North America. Most 8 hours plus of travel. Lovely old livery on that Air Canada A330-300. That one never gets old. Big fan of that one. Also, I do like the newer one as well. Very modern and sleek. So got a little bit of a gap between the next arrival, which is one of Air Canada's Boeing 777-300ERs. Load of action going on the active on the other side of the airfield as well. Borough born and bred, of course. So Buddy Kiwi saying no, in 8 weeks when I come back from Tampa. So that will be on their A330-900 of Virgins, which is actually the one we just saw taxiing up over here. It will be one of those. They tend to do the leisure routes for, it'll either be one of those or one of these in front of us here. So it'll be one of the A330 fleets. It'll be the A330-300 or the 900 Neo, which is both beautiful aircraft to travel on. Beautiful aircraft. I'm looking forward to seeing the 777X though. Oh, 380 banking out. Stunning departures on the other side of the airfield. We've got your next arrival now. Oh, listen to that. Great info on that one, Dwayne. Yeah, great call outs, Dwayne. Doing a top job there, man. So, very good morning to everyone. If you're new here, my name is Stu, airplane video guy. Welcome to London Heathrow. It's going to be a stonker in terms of temperatures today. Feeling very hot already. Lovely Air France A220. So we've got 27 right arrivals and 27 left departures, and we will be getting both as they come in and out of London Heathrow. If you are new here, a subscription to the channel would be phenomenal. I really appreciate that, and any likes to show support does go a really long way, so thank you. Just 42 minutes in the air, that A220, from Paris to London. Oh, you can hear the Trents on this. Lots of changes in pitch as the throttle is eased back and pushed forward for the landing, due to that compressor setup. Distinctive sound of the Trents. Absolutely stunning. Loads of heavies heading down to the active. We've got one of American's 777s and Dreamliners heading down there. Airside ops doing their thing as well, heading up and down 27 right. If you did catch the show over at Bristol yesterday, we had a really interesting chat with Frederick, who was the airside ops over the fence, giving us a bit of an insight into his role and what he does to keep the airfield safe down in Bristol. We are going to be at Bristol again on Tuesday, so it'd be great if we can bump into him again and perhaps have ask a few more questions. So if you've got any questions for him, and he's obviously around and we're able to, I'd be more than happy to pass over a few questions to him, providing it's safe and accessible to do so. The absolute top guy, and I know he did tune into the stream yesterday and say hi, so big thanks and a big hello to him from yesterday. Big United 777 ahead of us on startup. Morning, Clive. Very good morning to you. Thanks for joining us here at London Heathrow on your Sunday morning or afternoon or evening if you're somewhere else in the world checking in on today's stream. Here's your next arrival. That is an absolutely beautiful aircraft. We've actually got going over the top of us. I'm just going to quickly check on flight radar. We've got a 4-engine aircraft going straight over the top of us heading. I think it's actually a A380. Big jet passing us there in the car park. Nice to have a little wave to them. I'd get that 380 going over ahead, but that sun is so bright, I think it's just going to blind us. So listen to those changing notes from those Trent engines. Beautiful arrival this morning at London Heathrow. Let's have a little catch up on the chat while we've got the chance to. Thanks for those call outs, Dwayne, that's brilliant. Anthony asking, what do I think of the Emirates new tail? Oh, can you hear that United firing up? Sorry, just catching on the chat. So Anthony asking, forgot to ask, what do you think of the Emirates new tail livery? Looks great. It's a nice adaptation from the original. I think nice little progressive inputs are quite nice. You don't need to redesign the whole lot. Just additions and small micro changes works really well. Got a cracking couple of arrivals coming in shortly. We've got United's 767 from New York, from Newark, and also American's 7879 from Chicago. Thanks, Louise. Yeah, if you haven't already, guys, a like to the stream would be phenomenal. Thank you. Oh, look at that banking shot. Stunning heavy arrival. Got Qatar also going out as well on their 777. They're going to make that turn to head east over the English Channel. American 787. We've got United on the move in the Star Alliance livery. That's the one we just saw start up just shortly ago. And as that one heads over to the active, we've got behind that one of United 767 in the new livery, heading down to Terminal 2. Yeah, I heard about the Vulcan. How was it? Did anyone manage to see it? I've been fortunate to go on the Vulcan, not in a capacity where it's obviously flying, but that was at East Midlands Aero Park. And I can't tell you how cramped the conditions are in that aircraft, but sensational piece of kit, one of the loudest as well. Thanks, Louise. I'll have to check that out. That would be great to see that. Oh, great information, Louise. I'm going to have to look out for that. That would be really good to go and have a look at. Thanks, Tina. Yeah, they don't make them like that anymore, do they? Thanks, Louise, that's brilliant. I shall check that out later. Starting to get very warm here at London Heathrow. Morning, Michael. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Hope you're okay. Darmina, great to see you here today. I hope you're doing well. We've got Air India's A350, 900 on pushback. Oh, you're welcome, buddy. It's my absolute pleasure, and thanks for continuously watching and following. We've got Virgin on the active heading out next. We're going to try and follow her out while we've got this gap between the next arriving aircraft. We've also got British Airways A380 heading out shortly. And we've got a lovely banking shot above the tower there of, I believe that's Etihad's A350 possibly. Rohit Pakal, great to see you. Hello from India. Very good day to you. I assume it must be in the middle of the afternoon there. I wonder if it's as hot as it is here at Heathrow. I'm sure it probably is. Great to see you. Oh, Dudder, great to see you here. Thanks for joining us. Louise, am I streaming on the 12th? I'll have to check the calendar because I can't put a day of the week on that date, I'm afraid, unless you can let me know what day of the week is. But if it's a Sunday or Wednesday, probably. But I'll have to check with my calendar because I'm obviously working around my daughter's GCSEs at the moment, and they obviously will always come first. Stack of departing aircraft trying to leave one of the remote satellite stands at T2. Morning, Ken. Great to see you here. Thanks for joining us over at Bristol yesterday. That was a good stream. Although it wasn't very busy, it was an interesting one, and obviously great to chat with Airside there. Right, saying 43 degrees. Oh, that is warm. There's me saying it's hot here. We haven't reached 30 yet. That is warm. There's just a large plume of smoke at the bottom of 27 right in the distance. That seems to have cleared. Not entirely sure what that is. So we've got Airside on the move, the other side of the fence followed by the fire service. I'm sure that's usual bit of training going on. Obviously, if you joined us at Bristol yesterday, we got the fire crew doing high-speed testing down the runway to clear out the cobwebs on those diesel engines as they spend most of the time idling. But a great insight down at Bristol Airport. And we will be there again this week on Tuesday, so really looking forward to that. We're going to try and get a busier time of the day so there's a lot more movement. And hopefully bump into Frederick again and maybe pass some questions on from you guys, if you have any, to him about perhaps what he does or his responsibilities or anything else about the airfield which he might be able to discuss with us. Thanks, Tina. Alright, I'm not entirely sure why it's laggy. I shall have a look at that in just a second, see if it's something I can remedy very quickly. Just to be clear, is it lagging as in it's a few seconds behind or longer, or is it lagging as in it's jump in frames, that kind of lagging? Thanks, Louise. Thanks, Tina. I'll give the cables a little check in just a second. Just waiting for that 350 to head out from British Airways. I think that last arrival just set one car alarm after another. Lovely to get that A350 heading out. Yeah, hi Richard, thanks for joining the stream. Yeah, I heard about the issue at Bristol. What I heard was a crack in the runway or something along those lines, and aircraft had been diverted to Cardiff. Thanks, Tina. Nice shallow departure from that British Airways 380. Just going to check a few cables, guys. Tina, what's TTNA? I think I missed the memo on that one. Well, that heat haze really kicking up now. Quite a heavy police presence here at the airport. Lots of vans going by, including Airside, the other side of the fence. It's seen as a malfunction. Hi Michael, welcome to the stream. Is the car park you're in used for? It is used for plane spotting, yeah. A lot of people gather here. There's a couple of elevated areas where you can stand and take photos or just view the aircraft. I have permission to film from here, from the hotel. I'm just going to twiddle a few cables, guys. Maybe 1 second. Ah, right, okay, that makes a bit of sense. Now, thanks, Tina. How's the footage now, guys? Is it smoothed out a bit? It looks okay on my monitor, but obviously you guys are at home viewing this through YouTube. Yeah, I think it should be Tina's private jet. Perhaps we should call it Tina's Wheels. So big gap between now and the next arrival. But we've got some heavy hitters heading down to 27 left. So your next arrival is British Airways 777-300ER from Chicago. That's going to be your next arrival. Let's see if we can get her coming in. It's obviously very, very hot here today, guys, so we're going to have a bit of heat haze. But we're going to do our best to follow these in. But it's the only one I can see established at the moment. There's one just very much in the distance behind, but quite away. It's interesting that they're quite spaced out today compared to normal. I'm not sure if that's normal procedure or if it's just because of the way they're managing aircraft in at the moment. Beautiful landing. We've got one of United's 777s going to gate. We've got next arrival after that British Airways 777. We've got Delta Airlines 767-400, the extended variant, on its way in from Atlanta. That's your next arrival. That's Air India's A350 headed out. Look at that. Double shot. Thanks, old Dudder. Have a great rest of the bank holiday weekend. Enjoy the sunshine. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Next arrival, guys, is Virgin Atlantic's A350-1000 from Toronto. I'm going to get her coming in just a second. I can taste that. A lot of rubber floating around in the breeze here at London Heathrow. We've got one of United's 777s just ahead of us on startup. Transponder's on. She will be going out very, very shortly. Also joining the stack, we've got British Airways A380 from San Francisco. Just over 9.5 hours in the air on the double-decker. On the whale, King Kong, the King, whatever you want to call it. So Ken's counting his Virgin aircraft. We've seen a couple of A339s being taken up to Terminal 3. So no doubt they will be heading out very, very soon. Very much the backbone of their fleet now. Same with Delta for their wide bodies. How's it going? You all right? Good. Great to see people come over and say hi at the Renaissance. Lots of thumbs up this morning from people going past. Hopefully you can tune in and I can get your name out and say that I spotted you. So BA's A380-800 from San Francisco in next. Just over 8.5 hours in the air. Look at that yawing back and forth to level out, ready for touchdown. Full reverse on those outboard engines. Fantastic stuff. Great to see the 380s coming into Heathrow. Thanks for the call outs, Louise, that's brilliant. Tina, do you like the ITA livery? It does look good, doesn't it? There's not a lot of airlines now who paint the whole fuselage, which I'm sure is down to weight and cost reasons, but it just makes aircraft stand out a little bit more and a bit more interesting. Thank you, Tina. Yes, guys, if you are watching, a like to the stream would be absolutely phenomenal, and I'd really appreciate that. And of course, if you're new here and you love aviation, then please do subscribe to the channel, and then you'll know when we are live next. We were at Bristol yesterday and Orlando in the United States just over a week ago. So lots of different airports, lots of different aircraft. We had a cracking chat yesterday at Bristol with Airside Ops over the fence. I'd love to share with you soon, guys, my setup for streaming and the reasons why I choose the equipment I've got and why it's very compact, lightweight and fits into a small rucksack, because I'd like to at some point go out on foot with a live stream, changing locations and not being too static, although I have the pickup which I do film from, so how's it going? You alright?
I love your channel anyway.
Oh, thank you.
I've watched you every day anyway.
Oh, Britt, what's your name?
Heathrow Joe.
Nice to meet you, I'm Stuart. Good to meet you.
I might as well show you a face to the name.
Thanks for tuning in.
You might do it in a minute.
Take care. A lot of love at Heathrow today. Thanks for that, Louise. Another aircraft all the way from San Francisco. This one of United's. Got a few aircraft on startup ahead of us, heading over to 27 left. We've got one of Virgin Atlantic's 787-9s from Washington in next, and we've also got joining the stack from Dallas Airbus A380 of British Airways. So sorry Ken that it's not an A339, but we will have that Virgin Dreamliner in very, very shortly. Small delay on touchdown there, but safely down on that Virgin Boeing 787-9. I can see the British Airways A380 at the back of the stack. I'm not going to focus on that just yet because they still are a fair way out. But we do have one of British Airways 777-200s on the active heading outwards, which we'll get very, very shortly. Looking for that British Airways Boeing 777 to pop up. There we go. Oh, a nice tower shot there as well. Commanding and looking after the airways in and around Heathrow. A380 due in next, looking established and on finals for 27 right at London's Heathrow. We've got a 380 taxiing just in front of us on tow up to T5. So we'll get both of them in shot, one behind the other. Loud and proud. And there's the other 380, which is on tow up to T5. Hey Andy, good to see you in the stream. Ronnie, good morning to you. Welcome to today's stream, live here from London Heathrow. Yeah, like butter indeed. Amanda Jones, great to see you in the stream as well. Lovely day indeed. Ibiza Hunk, welcome to the stream. Oh, you're in the hotel. You at the window? Do you want to give us a wave? I see ya. Great to see you in the stream. Thanks for joining in with us. You just here spotting, or are you heading out somewhere later perhaps? The hotel rooms on the front of the Renaissance, absolutely fantastic. Great for spotting. And you can book those ones. They are called the spotting rooms, so jump on the Renaissance's hotel's website and book up those rooms. They're fantastic. If you are new to the stream, guys, my name is Stu. I'm Airplane Video Guy. Great to see every one of you in here, enjoying this lovely warm weather we have here in the UK at the moment, which is going to last throughout the week and get hotter. captain for Air India. Saw another of Air India's A350s coming out of the paint shop at Toulouse. Really like their new livery, but I also like the old one, especially with the decals around the windows. I think that looks absolutely brilliant. Thanks for the call outs, Louise, they're brilliant. Oh, what a lovely surprise, I do find. Your nephew must be ecstatic. I know I would be. What a fantastic treat, and I hope you enjoy your time down here. And if you do pop outside and I'm still here, feel free to come over and say hi. I'd love to meet you and your nephew. If any of you don't know a lot about me and my history, I've actually just left a job I've been in for 24 years. And they gave me the send-off of all send-offs just the other day over at Cotswold Airport and hired out the Negus 747 for me. And I can't tell you how beautiful it is on that aircraft. Obviously done out for hospitality now. It's got a dance floor, it's got, you can have meeting rooms in there, it's got the first class still in there, and obviously had some time in the cockpit. And I also had some time with the BA captain as well, which wasn't planned, but I was very grateful for his time to go through some bits and pieces in the cockpit, so thank you to him. He's actually heading out to, I think it's Dallas today, on one of British Airways Dreamliners. Waiting for Virgin to pop up on the other side of the airfield. There we go. Little hop, skip and a jump there, but that American 777 finally down, and safe arrival at London's Heathrow. Hey Carl, how you doing? We do have Aer Lingus here at Heathrow. I'm sure they'll be due in very shortly. They operate a very high density service over to Dublin, plus other destinations over in Ireland. Oh, brilliant, I'll be fun. I shall see you when you come out. You can hear those thruster doors open and the wind change as air is funneled out the side of those cowlings. So Turkish Airlines established for arrival next on one of the A330 300s. They do send over a few different types over to Heathrow. They've got their 777 and their A350, and they do operate the Dreamliner as well. But Turkish is behind this one, sorry. British Airways 777 in there. Beautifully done from Turkish. Right, just bear with me guys, I'm just going to apply some more sun cream. Great to see you here, Gaza. Thanks for joining. Yeah, Clive, I'm concentrating on streaming full time if I can. So all support I get on the channel, I'm incredibly grateful for. So your next aircraft established on 27 right here at London Heathrow is British Airways 777-300 in from LAX. A cool just under 10-hour flight. So if you're not familiar with Heathrow, this is the home of British Airways, and they have a massive fleet, and they can't accommodate all of that at gates at the airport in one single time. So a lot of their aircraft is kept down at maintenance and around there on remote stands. You can see loads of British Airways tails there over at the back. They're also over here to the right of the Virgin Atlantic and United Airlines hangar. So you will see a lot of them on tug being towed to stands when they're needed, like this 777-200 in front of us. So a bit of a gap in the arrivals. Alison T23, great to see you here. Wind direction, there's pretty much zero wind here today. If I get a close-up of the windsock, you can see there's absolutely no life in it whatsoever. According to various weather websites, we do actually have a westerly breeze today, so technically they would fly into that, so they should be coming on 9s, but it's not high enough to warrant swapping operations, and there's a lot more flexibility if they bring them in from east to west. So we've got Virgin A330 300 on the active, heading out next. We'll get her going out just in a second. Turkish parcels there, which we got coming in just a short while ago from Istanbul. Welcome to Heathrow, Turkish Airlines. Just waiting for that Virgin to rear its head. Air Canada due in next in their Star Alliance livery. This one from Calgary, 8 hours and 16 minutes in the air. I'm sure those passengers are looking forward to getting on the ground here in London. Beautiful landing from Air Canada. Always love seeing those bogies at the back touching down, tiptoes first, or heels first rather, and then tiptoes. That's unique to the A330, including the 330-900, which we'll hopefully see at some point either arriving or leaving London Heathrow. And speaking of Air Canada, we have one on pushback in front of us, another A330, so one in and one out. It's feeling hot, Anthony. Not going to lie. I think I'm just going to have a look at my watch. Actually, it's reading 25, but obviously being static and standing in it, it feels a bit warmer than that. It was warmer in Orlando when we did the show from there, so it's not going to stop us filming today anyway. Here's your next arrival here on 27 right at London Heathrow. Clive, I should be streaming until about 1:30, 1:45. That's if I haven't been air fried by then. I think I'm on gas Mark 3 at the moment. Hey Natasha, great to see you on the stream. Thanks for joining in with us here in sunny London Heathrow. I hope you're doing well, Natasha. Where are you watching from? Where's everyone watching from? Share in the comments where you're watching the show from. It's great to get an idea where everyone's geographically tuning in from, and maybe you're enjoying the same temperatures as me, just to make me feel a bit better. Yeah, I see the Bristol Airlines taxiing down now. So Clive's watching from Fairham on the south coast. Very nice. Know that area relatively well. I'm sure it's just as delightful and warm by that coastline on the south of England. British Airways A380 heading up to the active. We'll get her going out very shortly, as well as that Brussels Airlines, which was requested earlier. Anthony watching from Teesside. Fantastic. Gazette, I should appreciate. Yeah, no worries. Oh, I hope he's alright. I hope he's making a recovery. Cameron McDonald, great to see you here. Cheers from Windsor, loving the broadcast. Thank you very, very much. And a very warm, literally, welcome to everyone who's tuning in for today's broadcast from London Heathrow. Every one of you, I appreciate all your time to give up your Sunday morning stroke afternoon and be with me here at London Heathrow. If anyone else has got any family members, friends or people they just know who's heading out on any aircraft today from Heathrow or heading in, please let me know, because I'll be more than happy to get them either leaving or arriving Heathrow. Air Canada's A330 also heading down to the active. Lots of big heavies ready to head out of London Heathrow. Amy Slater, great to see you there as well on the stream. Oh, fantastic, on BA191. Whereabouts are they heading to? Oh, somebody's cooking something really, really nice here. It smells great. Just get a waft of it every so often. Or it could be my legs, of course. There's your A339 of Virgin Atlantic, and that was your last one on your list. Alison, it's my bacon sandwich. Oh, heading to Austin, fantastic. Brussels lining up, thank you Gasser. I shall keep an eye out for that pass-in front of me, and we will get that one going out, of course, for you. Hopefully it'll time just right with this next arrival on 27 right. I see Brussels on the move, and we'll get that going out just after this touchdown from British Airways. There you go, there was that Brussels departure, nice and high, straight away, up like a rocket, over to Brussels. That's for you, Gaza, thank you very much. Next arrival into London Heathrow. British Airways A380 going out next. We'll get her going out. Then we've got at least 3 aircraft in the stack established for arrival at London Heathrow. We're going to get those in just next. Just waiting for that 380 to pop up from behind Terminal 3. You're more than welcome, Gaza. Absolutely more than welcome. thanks for the call outs, Louise. That's fantastic. Great to know where these aircraft are coming from. Trying to do my best to do it from this end, as you can imagine. There's too much to look at in front of us, unfortunately. Well, fortunately, rather, not unfortunately. Next arrival. We've got a BA A350 1000 on pushback, just up above, just north of T3. Good morning, Mark. Welcome to London Heathrow and today's show. So one of BA's 777. I think it was one of their 300 ERs on the active heading out. We'll get her climbing out in a sec, making an absolute racket there up here. There's one for Louise, the Greg Special. Of course, Icelanders throw in 757-200. Not many of them around Heathrow these days. This is probably one of only a very few which actively fly into this airport. Oh, listen to this. Equipped with two RB211 Rolls-Royce engines, even taxiing, they sound absolutely fantastic. Next arrival on 27 right here at London Heathrow. Another one for Bruce. Beautiful A330-900 of Virgin Atlantic. I'll be heading out on one of those in just 5 to 6 weeks to Orlando again. Looking forward to that. Actually, I'll tell you, it's not to Orlando, we're going to Tampa. So very much looking forward to heading over there again and hopefully doing some work with Orlando Airport. Another one of Virgin's growing fleet arriving here at London. Amy Slater, great to see you in the stream. Hello to you, Mark. Too hot for a roast, absolutely. What a terrible idea. Thanks for that call out, Louise. That Virgin in from Seattle. Yeah, Gaza, great to see the 757 in here. If you followed us on our Orlando live stream, we did quite a few 757s over there with United and Delta. Look at that bank. Next arrival from British Airways on the 787-10 Dreamliner. This is the longest variant of the Dreamliner, coming in nice and low. This one from Miami. Listen to those tones of that Trent 1000 engine. Thrust there, but letting the manual brakes do all the hard labour, using every inch of that asphalt. Alright, bear with me guys, just grabbing a much needed drink.
we was in the room.
Oh yeah,
I
great
wanted
to
to
meet
come
you.
and say hello.
Hey, you having a good
That
time?
was a really good room.
Oh, they're great, aren't they?
Really, I
good.
surprised him. He thought we was just here for the day yesterday.
What a nice surprise, eh?
So yeah.
Oh, that's
I thought I'd come and
amazing.
say hello.
Yeah, thanks for popping down.
Yeah.
Great to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Hopefully it's not too hot for you to stand outside.
Oh, we're going to go in that shade.
Oh, don't blame you. Don't blame you. Great to meet you both. Have a great time. We've got Singapore's A380 heading out next. Just see the tail of it as it just disappears past Terminal 3. We'll get her going out just shortly. We've also got a Boeing 787-8 of British Airways in from Chennai. Thanks Tina, 100 likes. Fantastic guys, thank you very, very much. And let's see if we can get to 200 next. If you are new to the channel, my name is Stu, Airplane Video Guy. And I stream here from mostly London Heathrow every Wednesday and Sunday. But I do stream from other airports as well. We should be at Bristol and Birmingham this week. We were at Bristol yesterday as well. But welcome to London Heathrow. Just following the Singapore A380 out to Changi. Oh, my drink's warm. So we've got a couple pre-established for arrivals. Large gaps in between arrivals in Heathrow today. I'm not sure if that's weather related. Normally stacked up to come in one straight after the other. Thanks, Amy. Nice stack shot. Here we go, Virgin's A350 1000 in next. From San Francisco. A mere just under 9 hours and 40 minutes in the air. I'm sure there's a few passengers looking forward to getting off of there, getting out in the sunshine. So majestic. And how you saw it land there is exactly how it feels when you're flying on it as well. Such a smooth aircraft. We're going to move on to the next arrival. As they're starting to hot up now on arrivals into London Heathrow. Got another 2 aircraft in the stack behind this one. Established for landing on 27 right. Beautiful landing. What an aircraft the Boeing 777 is. '40s is definitely the best years. Thanks for that, Louise. Yep, that Boeing 777 300ER in from Dallas. Got aircraft on the active at full chat, heading out of London Heathrow. Another Boeing 777 300ER, this one British Airways. And we've got United 767 heading up towards us on tug. Tug's actually departing by the look of it, and we should get a startup on those engines just in a second. Amy, have a great day, enjoy that sunshine. See if we get a start up on one of these engines in front of us on this United 767. Just before we do, let's get this next arriving aircraft coming into 27 right. It's United 767. We're just waiting for engine start up. Just about to be photoed on by this British Airways A350-1000 on tow. I'm just going to grab a quick drink, guys. Oh, listen to that. Right, come on guys, as we get to 200 likes. That's the next target. When twins in Japan. United heading out on to 27 left, round the back of the satellite terminals of Terminal 2. Well, that was quick, Gazza. Were they holding him out of the window when he started running when they landed? Wow, that was quick. Time flies when you're having fun. So 4 in the stack coming into Heathrow. This is the first of those 4. big start up in front of us from that Air Canada 777. Hopefully you can pick that up. Second engine start. So we've got 380 coming in on 27 right. It's our first visit onto the active since the show started a couple of hours ago from Emirates. First Aer Lingus arrival since the start of the show. We're going to spin back and focus on this Emirates A380, which is due in next. If you are enjoying the stream, guys, a like would be phenomenal. I know a lot of you have already done that already, and thank you for that. If you haven't, a like would be fantastic. And if you're new to the channel, a subscription to the channel would be great as well. Full reverse on those inboard engines. Beautifully put down. We've got one of United's, I think it's a 767 or Boeing 777 heading out on the active now. We're going to get that one popping up just in a second. And then we've got our next arrival on 27 right. Yeah, Queen's definitely the 747, without a doubt. Guys, just grabbing a drink. The 777-200, sorry, 300ER from Houston. thanks for the call outs, Louise. That's fantastic. Great info on those. Oh, nice. BMW 3 Series Grand Tour. Right. Got 2 in the stack established for arrival. Here is your next. We've got 3rd just joining as well. Beautiful arrival from American with their 777 200ER. What car have you got, Mark? Oh yeah, I do remember Crash Bandicoot. My daughter actually and her auntie used to play it for hours when she was little. Not so much these days, too many modern games. Definitely more immersive on the horizon with the teenagers. Oh, that's amazing, Mark. That's an OG one then. What's its condition like? So a little bit of a lull in arrivals. Oh, who's been in trouble then? There's always someone causing trouble, isn't there? Another one of many Aer Lingus arrivals here at London Heathrow in that shuttle service over to Ireland. engine starter just ahead of us over in between T2 and the satellite terminal. We've got a couple established on arrivals. The first one being Delta Airlines 767-400s, the longest variant of the 767. Let's get that stack shot in there. We've got 3 in there at the moment. A load of rubber floating around after that arrival, landing just after the threshold. So we've got a series of heavies arriving shortly into the stack. You can probably see the one at the back there, which is one of Air Canada's 777-300 ERs. Landed on the bus. Beautiful. A little bit of a low in arrivals. I'm just going to quickly grab something to eat and something to drink very, very quickly. Thanks for tuning in, guys. It's great to have you here today, and absolute pleasure to get that departure for you as well. I hope everything's all right with your relatives, and hopefully we'll see you very, very soon again. Have a good weekend. Back in it. Right, thermometer saying 26 degrees now at London Heathrow. Definitely feels hotter than that. We've got a stack of arrivals coming in next, all larger wide bodies, including this British Airways Dreamliner. Thanks for the call outs, Louise. That Dash 10 in from Portland. Thanks for joining in, Tina. Have a great rest of your weekend. Enjoy that sunshine, and great to have you here as always. So we've got about another 35 minutes left of today's show, guys. If you are new here, please show support, and you can do that by liking the stream and also subscribing as well. We will be at Bristol on Tuesday and Birmingham on Thursday for a lot of variety, which I'm delighted to share with all of you. Smooth touchdown from British Airways. Lots of great landings today. Wind very much at 0. Just a very gentle breeze. So we've got 4 in the stack ready to land at 27 right. We've got Air Canada's 777 300ER heading towards stand. Wolfie Peter, great to have you in the stream. Greetings from Munich, Bavaria. Greetings to you as well, and welcome to London Heathrow. We're on 27 rights here at Heathrow, getting arrivals and also departures across the other side of the airfield in the lovely 26 degrees of sunshine here in the UK in southeast England. So we've got El Al on its way in with their 789 Dreamliner from Tel Aviv. We've also just got Thai storming down 27 left for departure. We'll get her going out just in a second. Just going to wait for her head to pop out above Terminal 3. There we go. This Thai 777 will bank left as it heads out towards the English Channel. So next in, El Al's Boeing 787 Dreamliner from Tel Aviv. Yeah, those Trent 1000 engines tunefully thrusting into Heathrow. Oh. One of my favourite liveries, Etihad. And their 350-1000. Oh, thanks, St. Louis. Sorry, I didn't see that comment before it landed. Yeah, absolutely love that one. Great to see their A380 as well. Yeah, very happy with that one. Big fan of the 350. Both to look at and also to travel on as well. Virgin 350 heading up towards the active. And we've got a wad of aircraft waiting to come in now, all joining the stack. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 ready to arrive into London Heathrow. Definitely going to be a very busy next 20 minutes here at Heathrow before we bring the curtains down on today's show. If you are watching and you're new, my name is Stu. I'm an airplane video guy, and I stream twice a week, once from Heathrow, at least once a week, and elsewhere. Sometimes both at Heathrow on Sundays and Wednesdays. This week we've got a couple of extra shows. We're moving the schedule around a little bit just to work around family appointments. So we'll be here, the next time we'll be here will be Saturday next week, but we'll also be at Birmingham and Bristol this week as well. If you want to support the channel, a like would be absolutely phenomenal, and if you are new here, a subscription to the channel would be brilliant as well. Thank you very much. Welcome to the stream, John. Good to see you here. It's always a joy to hear an aircraft setting off car alarms. Just give you an idea of just how loud they are. So we've got 4 in the stack coming into London Heathrow. I'm just going to zoom out a little bit, and hopefully you can see some of those following front of the pile. if you're familiar with the Heathrow area, I can imagine over at Myrtle Avenue being very busy with picnics, maybe a few beers and wines as well. Virgin 350 heading out on 27 left. We're going to get her popped up over here, and that'll be straight back over to 27 right for the next arrival. So next arrival on 27 right is Delta Airlines A330-900 from Minneapolis. Just a 7-hour, 22-minute hop over the pond over to London Heathrow. The new backbone of Delta's fleet, of their wide bodies, also Virgin Atlantic as well. So Anthony, are you on your pre-drinks before your drinks in the pub? drink a nice cold beer right now. Right guys, just 10 minutes left and then we will be drawing a close on today's show. Just in advance, just want to say thank you to everyone who has joined in. Thanks, obviously, big thanks to Louise for all your work with moderating. I know she's not here, but Tina, Anthony, Bruce, all the usual people who are here every single show, and I thank you very much for that. And of course, thanks to everyone else who's liked, subscribed, and joined in with us. And we have the Greg special on Pushback. Next in, we've got Qatar's A350. absolutely beautiful Qatar's A350 touching down right in front of us. We've got that Iceland Air 752 heading over to the active. We've also got Air Canada's 777-300ER second on arrivals. Great to catch that livery from Air Canada and the Employee Excellence livery. Thanks for the call outs on those, Louise. Just helps us understand exactly what those liveries are about. Okay guys, this one's going to be the last one as the wind really just picks up all of a sudden. So a very big thank you to everyone who's tuned in today. I really appreciate it, and I hope I'll be able to see you all again on Tuesday at Bristol. But I wish you the rest of a fantastic bank holiday weekend. How short are we from 150, Louise? Thanks, Anthony. Yeah, I'll see you there on Tuesday. It'd be great to see all of you there. And enjoy the rest of your bank holiday. Thank you so much for joining in and spending your morning and early afternoon with me. I'm going to go and I'm going to enjoy a nice cold beverage in the sun. I've got some bits and pieces planned with the family. Thanks to everyone for joining in. Thanks Clive, Anthony, Louise, everyone who's had a part in today. You've been absolutely brilliant. Wolfie, Peter, all of you, John, thank you so much for joining in. Have a great rest of your weekend and bank holiday, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Thank you so much, guys. Take care. Bye for now.